In the enchanting realm of show business, where the echoes of fame and adoration resonated through every stage, there unfolded a captivating and tumultuous journey. This remarkable tale belonged to none other than Liza Minnelli, a shining star who faced an arduous quest to emerge from the colossal shadow cast by her iconic mother and forge her path in the world of entertainment. With grace and resilience, she navigated a treacherous terrain on the grand stage, establishing herself as a force to be reckoned with. Amidst the glamour and glitter, Liza Minnelli's life began in the radiant glow of the spotlight and has never truly departed from it. Born on March 12, 1946, in the heart of Hollywood, California, she entered this world as the daughter of the indomitable legend, singer-actress Judy Garland, and her second husband, the renowned film director Vincente Minnelli. Growing up amidst the towering studios, she found herself captivated by the inner workings of the silver screen, absorbing the minutiae of the filmmaking process. Intrigued by the artistry of dancers such as Gene Kelly and Fred Astaire, Liza Minnelli would spend countless hours watching their graceful rehearsals. Even at a tender age, her passion for dance began to bloom, and she received dance lessons from the esteemed Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer choreographer Nico Charisse. At the mere age of 3, she made her debut appearance in her mother's film In the Good Old Summertime. As she blossomed into an 8-year-old, she took to the stage in New York, showcasing her dancing skills as a backup to her mother's mesmerizing rendition of Swanee. Although her parents, Vincente Minnelli and Judy Garland, divorced in 1951, their influence would continue to shape Liza's artistic development. Judy Garland, in her later years, battled addictions to tranquilizers and alcohol, faced illnesses, and experienced episodes of emotional instability. These struggles led to a series of failed marriages and strained relationships with those closest to her. From a tender age, Liza was thrust into the role of her mother's confidant, shouldering the weight of her emotions. By the time she reached her teenage years, Lisa found herself managing her mother's household, assuming responsibilities such as bill payments, staff hiring, and providing support during Garland's mental crisis. Despite the challenges, an unbreakable emotional bond tied the mother and daughter together. Liza holds cherished memories of Garland, remembering her with a fondness for the unwavering support she provided and her earnest efforts to nurture Liza's artistic development. Perhaps the most enduring legacy passed down from Garland to Minnelli was her voice. Liza inherited not only Garland's vocal talents, but also her mannerisms and unique vocal effects, becoming a vessel through which her mother's artistic essence lived on. During the early chapters of Liza Minnelli's career, she consciously distanced herself from her mother's image, choosing not to sing Garland's songs and opting for movie roles that portrayed her as worldly and tough, in contrast to the innocent characters her mother often played. However, as time passed, she would come to embrace and feel honored that her audience saw her mother's essence within her. In the year 1960, Minnelli's passion for performing took center stage when she attended a Broadway musical called Bye Bye Birdie. Within the vibrant atmosphere of the theater, she discovered a world where she felt an undeniable sense of belonging. Encouraged by successful tours alongside her school drama club and performances in local theaters, she made a life-altering decision in 1962. At just 16 years old, she left school and embarked on a journey to New York, determined to pursue a career on the stage. Although her parents did not pull any strings for her aspiring dreams, Minnelli's talents shone brightly during auditions, and her famous name piqued her curiosity. These factors led to her being cast in an off-Broadway revival of the musical Best Foot Forward. The show premiered in April 1963, garnering critical acclaim for Minnelli's confident and accomplished stage presence. Following the conclusion of the show, she recorded her first album and embarked on a touring journey with musicals, slowly but steadily ascending the ladder of success through sheer determination and hard work. A pivotal moment emerged in Liza Minnelli's blossoming career. It unfolded on November 8, 1964, when she graced the stage of the illustrious London Palladium alongside her mother, Judy Garland. Overwhelmed by the prospect of singing alongside a living legend who happens to be her mother, Minnelli initially experienced fear, but her undeniable talent quickly took center stage, proving her more than capable of rising to the occasion. In an astonishing turn of events, Garland's jealousy fueled her desire to outshine Minnelli, treating her daughter as a formidable competitor rather than a mere co-star. This electrifying moment served as a defining milestone for Minnelli, solidifying her status as a musical force to be reckoned with. In 1968, Minnelli embarked on her maiden voyage into the world of film, venturing beyond the boundaries of stage performances. She embraced the role of an American secretary to Albert Finney in the British comedy Charlie Bubbles. Garnering favorable reviews, this opportunity paved the way for her next significant role in The Sterile Cuckoo. Portraying the character of Pookie Adams, a slightly eccentric and love-starved college student, Minnelli had the chance to showcase her exceptional acting skills, resulting in a well-deserved nomination for the Best Actress Oscar. This achievement served as a resounding declaration that Minnelli's talents extended far beyond singing and dancing, highlighting her multifaceted abilities as an artist. In 1969, Liza Minnelli found herself immersed in the early stages of her third film, Otto Preminger's Tell Me That You Love Me, Junie Moon. It was during this time that devastating news reached her. Judy Garland, her beloved mother, had tragically passed away due to an accidental overdose of sleeping pills. While undoubtedly devastated, Minnelli displayed remarkable composure as she took charge of the arrangements for her mother's funeral and the handling of her estate, a responsibility she had grown accustomed to from her early years of running her mother's household. With great resilience, Minnelli plunged back into her work. In 1970, she embarked on a new endeavor by filming her first television special titled Liza Minnelli, which aired on National Broadcasting Company. Simultaneously, she embarked on a tour, captivating audiences with her captivating cabaret act. The year 1971 brought yet another significant opportunity for Minnelli, as she was handpicked to portray the female lead in Bob Fosse's cinematic adaptation of writer Christopher Isherwood's collection of short stories, Berlin Stories, aptly titled Cabaret. The role of Sally Bowles, a cabaret singer struggling to survive in the morally ambiguous atmosphere of Nazi Germany in the 1930s, seemed tailor-made for Minnelli. Guided by an exceptional score from Kander and Ebb, director Fosse skillfully extracted a powerful and multifaceted performance from Minnelli. Through her singing prowess and a juxtaposition of toughness and vulnerability. On its 1972 release, Cabaret was hailed by critics and audiences alike, and Minnelli received the Golden Globe, the Academy Award, the British Academy Award, and Entertainer of the Year from the American Guild of Variety Artists. As if to crown her laurels, a National Broadcasting Company television special of her singing act, Liza with a Z, earned Minnelli an Emmy Award, raising her into the select group of artists who had won a Tony, an Academy Award, and an Emmy, the triple crown of show business. Having firmly established herself as a star in her own right, Minnelli continued the relentless schedule that had brought her to the pinnacle of recognition. For the next several years, she toured extensively, playing venues all over the United States. A one-woman show, Liza, was the basis for a world tour and garnered her a special Tony Award. After such a meteoric rise, it seemed inevitable that Liza's career would hit some sour notes. Lucky Lady, an adventure film starring Minnelli, Burt Reynolds, and Gene Hackman, was released in 1975 to harsh reviews despite the assembled talent. Similarly, when A Matter of Time, a Cinderella-type story directed by her father, hit the screens in 1976, her performance was thoroughly panned as mawkish and unconvincing. Perhaps the greatest disappointment for Minnelli, however, was the reception accorded to New York, New York, which appeared in 1977. She had jumped at the chance to work with Martin Scorsese on the film, a 1940s-style musical with Robert De Niro that would allow her to star in the same kind of role that had made her mother famous. Once again, however, the critics were less than charitable, charging that she had merely copied her mother's mannerisms and the film was a box office disaster. As if to redeem herself, Minnelli returned to the Broadway stage in late 1977 with The Act, the story of a has-been singer trying to reclaim her earlier success. The verve of her live performances, a domain which seems to suit her more than the screen, pleased the theater-going public and critics alike, and resulted in her third Tony Award. Through the 70s, 80s, and on into the 90s, Minnelli has also kept up a high profile as a recording artist, releasing albums steadily. Although her recorded output has not achieved the kind of recognition her film, television, and stage work did, all of her albums have sold well, reflecting the extreme devotion of the following she has maintained over the years. Now in her 50s, Liza Minnelli can look back over a career that has seen many highs and some lows as well. From her teenage years on, she has walked a fine line, striving to establish herself as an artist in the face of inevitable comparisons to her legendary mother. That she has succeeded in making a name for herself is beyond doubt, and in many ways she has become a more well-rounded, if not as compelling, entertainer as Garland. In the process, she has, if anything, extended her mother's renown by giving fresh life to the musical domain in which Garland had her greatest triumphs. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.